Hello, Let's Speak Money Nation, and a warm welcome to you. If you're new here, hello. My name is Lensa, and I started a Mentor Me series where we get to hear from people who have done a lot more than us, in the hope that we'll pick their brains the more we hang around them. I have an amazing guest today. She's such an amazing lady with such a lovely personality. We are going to hear a lot more from her, and we might pick a thing or two from her. Don't forget to like this video so that it reaches a wider audience. Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Stay tuned.
Hello.
A warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to interview you. Kindly introduce yourself to our audience. What is your name and what do you do?
Okay, hello guys. I'm Jemila. I'm a friend to Lensa, and basically I do online business. I deal with household items. I market them online and I get clients. From there, then I sell there.
Tell us, like, where were you born and raised, and what was your background like?
I was born and raised in a small town, Uko Shags. I was born in Oyugis.
Yeah.
Well, we are homies basically. We were born in Oyugis. We went to the same primary.
So maybe we should say hi to our teacher. Who was our favorite teacher?
We should give shout out. My favorite teacher, number one, is my mom. My mom was also a teacher in this in that school. Mr. Guy was my favorite.
Mr. Guy was our favorite. Hi, Mr. Guy.
Hi, our English teacher. Yeah. We loved English.
So much.
And who else? Who else was a favorite teacher?
A teacher.
A teacher was
Mr. Ronnie.
Mr. Ronnie was our Swahili teacher. So our head teacher was cool.
Was a good, yeah. Mr. Chien.
Yeah, it was tough but good, you know.
Yeah, so all the credits go back to them.
Yeah, those are our favorite teachers.
Yeah, we were in
Gorosare Primary, you know, Yugis.
You know, Yugis.
Famous because of the high school, but primary. We went to the primary one.
Yeah, so hi everyone who is from Agoro.
Hi.
Yeah. So we are proceeding to the next question. In your childhood, did you ever imagine that you could do the same kind of business that you are doing currently, or did you ever imagine that you could do business?
Sikuwahi imagine, acha tu niseme ukweli. You know, when you are young, you just imagine you want to be a lawyer, doctor, unaona vitu kaa hizo.
Everyone's dream.
Everyone's dream. But sasa here we are. I never imagined, or I dreamt of becoming a doctor, obviously, or even a lawyer, either the two.
And when did that change? In high school, in campus, or when did it change? Because you really performed actually in high school.
In high school, yeah.
Yeah.
So
tell us about
until I finished school.
Yeah.
I still had the dream, because when I went to campus, I did a science course. It was still along the medicine thing I wanted, but not actually medicine.
Which science course did you?
Microbiology.
Oh, that's a good one.
So I wanted to be a scientist. Now that was the change from a doctor to a scientist.
Do you still have the dreams?
Okay, I still have the dreams, but it's just that in Kenya nowadays you study but there are no jobs. I have looked for jobs but I've never been lucky, you know. So when I finished campus, I was hoping that I will get into one of the research institutes so that I pursue my dream of becoming a scientist. But I've never gotten that chance. I took my papers to almost all research institutes I've heard of, Kemri, Kefri, but I didn't get that chance. So that's how I ended up doing business, you know.
Okay, so according to you, would you confirm this thing we say in Kenya that without connections, you are getting no job? So is it a true story in your case, or was it different?
In my case, it's a true story. Me, I don't have a godfather or someone in higher places or
so
something.
You had to do what you
That's how I ended up in business.
Okay, and speaking of money, so how did you first make your coin? Like, when was it and how did you make it?
Basically, when I was in fourth year, second semester, that is the last semester. Then we were supposed to graduate after that. A friend of mine introduced me to online business. So this is how I was introduced. there was this thing we used to call it pre-order. You open a WhatsApp group, then you get members. After you get these members, you pre-order for them items from China or Turkey or any other, or Dubai, you know. So I was introduced to this business, but back then I didn't have money, so I couldn't bring anything, any item from China or Dubai or Turkey. So we used to run items in these WhatsApp groups. Tell me, for example, if it's a bag, we run a bag, then you get orders. After you get orders, this person has to pay you, by the way. Just you don't have money, lazima kulipe kwanza.
How did you convince them?
It was hard because I remember my first client alikuwa sistangu, because now your sister trusts you. Just imagine unapea mtu pesa akulete kitu from China. Na umjui umempata maybe Facebook. You know, we used to throw those links kule Facebook, unaona,
under comment section. I still do that.
We've suffered. Yeah. So convincing someone akupe pesa yake, unaona,
it was really hard.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah, convincing someone to give you their hard-earned money, it's still really hard.
So my first client was my sister. Shout out to my sister.
Hi Shaz.
My sister ndio alinipea pesa yake. I remember alioda cereal containers. Yeah, she was my first order.
How much was that?
It was maybe 3,000. 3,000. Yeah. She ordered cereal containers and some shoes. Yeah. The heels, the chunky heels, when they were still hot cake. Yani, you remember those days when chunky heel was chunky heel.
Yeah.
So I pre-ordered for her chunky heel. Then I think there was another client also who trusted me, just from Facebook. Also, I can't remember well, but yeah, I got that client from Facebook. She's called Purity.
She's still your client.
She's still my client. Nilimpata Facebook. Yep, yeah, she trusted me na pesa yake. So that is how I made my first coin. So I couldn't import anything with my own money. Remember, I'm in second semester, 4th year. I'm still a student. I'm depending on my mother to sustain me. So nika pre-order, we waited. The goods used to take, back then we just used to do air. We could import via air.
And when was that? Was it pre-corona?
No, it's pre-corona, yes. 2019.
It was in
2019.
About 4 years ago. Yeah. This is the 4th year.
Yeah.
So that was such a tough one. Would you kindly take us through the importation process? And actually, as you know, Kenyans, they tend to think like imports are better than things that are available locally. Yeah. So would you kindly take us through that?
How to import? Okay.
What was the process like?
The process back then, I was not actually the one importing. I didn't know the procedure then. We were just importing via the sister to my friend. Okay. She was the one with the contacts, with the knowledge and stuff. Okay. So because we also didn't have a lot of items to import, you could import on your own. We were combining with her orders. That is how she imported. But right now, I'm currently doing it by myself. So maybe I will take you through it briefly. We import via Alibaba. You can just go to Alibaba. It's an app. Go to the Play Store, download Alibaba or AliExpress. After you download, the two items are there. Like, you'll get anything you want there, from organizers to shoes to anything. Like, anything you want, even tables are there. Just go to Alibaba, search whatever you want to import.
Okay, that's a good one. And I've ever heard of this story. You find that suppliers in Alibaba, some of them are not suppliers, they are conmen. And then again, I've heard of stories whereby they don't sell you the real deal. They sell imitation to Africa. Yeah, so is it being a true story to you, or it's something that people are just forming?
It's true story. Alibaba, not everyone there is legit. If you go to Alibaba, you have to check certain things. Like, if you want to get a legit supplier, check the years he has been there. Check the years. If it's 2 years, don't that is fishy. Just look for someone who has been there maybe 5 years, and also check the verification. The ones who are written verified are more of legit, because now people have imported from them. That's why they are verified.
They're
They are good reviews, I mean.
They have good reviews.
So check verification and year. And also you can check, sometimes down there you get people have reviews of pictures of whatever they have ordered.
Yeah.
Like you get some items,
Real pictures.
yeah, real pictures. Now those people are actually legit because there is evidence of clients who have ordered from them. And also for if you want to be legit, don't pay outside Alibaba. You pay via Alibaba, like, so that you have evidence in case you want to claim. Don't go outside, look for agents if you are not sure of that supplier.
And what happens in this case whereby you have gotten a few different products but from different suppliers?
Okay.
What happens in that scenario?
In that scenario, I don't know what you are supposed to do, because me personally, I've been doing bulk orders
From one supplier.
from one supplier. If I'm ordering something like a table, I always order more than 20 pieces, not one, because I'm selling I sell wholesale and also retail. I do wholesale and retail. So basically, when I order items, I order in bulk. I haven't encountered ordering one item, so I don't know what to do at that point. But most cases you find the minimum order is 2.
The minimum order.
Most cases is 2, so you can't huwezi shindwa.
So if you want something 2 from this supplier, let's say I'm the first supplier, 2 from supplier A, 2 from supplier B, 2 from supplier.
Oh, that is
See.
what I know what you are getting at. So that in that case, you know, the Alibaba guys, they have their own agents that ship. But in Kenya, we have a lot of agents which will help you ship. You don't have to use the Alibaba. So you can just tell this supplier to take to that shipping agent in Kenya, then the other one to also take. Because these things, they will all be measured per CBM. So it doesn't matter whether it has been brought by different suppliers. We have shipping agents in Kenya. They will just ship for you all your items at a go.
Oh, I get that, and thank you so much for that. So speaking of making, like, how you sell to wholesalers and you also sell to retailers. So our audience, or rather, we would like to know, like, how is it selling to wholesalers and also selling to retailers? How is that business?
Okay, I feel like business is tough, so I won't say wholesale is good, better than retail. Both of them are equal, yeah. It depends on the determination, you know. Determination. But wholesale, we have a WhatsApp group. Even retail, we have a WhatsApp group. But wholesale, we have a WhatsApp group where we post items there. Now resellers are in these WhatsApp groups.
So how many resellers do you have in the WhatsApp group?
Currently, you have 1,000.
You have 1,000.
Yeah.
That's a big number. So because that's a big number, our expectations are not as high. But approximately how much do you make in a day selling? Like in a day, how much?
In a day, maybe 5,000.
5,000 in a day. Yeah. That's a good amount. Oh my God. So we can assume you can make at least 150,000 in a month.
Yeah. Wow. But not
averagely how much?
You know, I can't say 150 because there are laws. There's a day you even sell only 500.
Yeah, so averagely how much do you make?
Averagely, maybe let's say 50 to 80k.
50 to 80k. So your online business pays all your bills, in short?
Yes, that is what I survive on.
Wow, that's amazing. So speaking of that, everyone would wish to just hop into such kind of business, but we'd like to know, like, what was your breaking point? Like, how did you get from importing through someone else to even being a wholesaler, selling to other people who are in the same business? How did you get into that?
I would say nile kujituma. Unaona, you get somewhere, you observe what people do, alafu una learn 1 or 2. Because I don't only sell whatever I bring, I also sell other people's items. So the more una interact na watu, you get to know whatever secrets people are doing, so that they get to where they are. Unaangalia, unaona, huyu anafanya hivi, hata mimi naweza fanya. So basically breaking point yangu ya kuanza kuuza peke yangu ni kujituma. Ni kujituma. Me, I learned how to use Alibaba alone. I was never taught. I just heard of it, then I googled and I did stuff, and I just did it by chance.
So what would you tell someone who is complaining that hakuna job, maybe they're still in campus, they're at home, like they don't know what to do because they're like hakuna kazi Kenya?
It shouldn't determine whatever you want to do, because now Kenya imechange. Jitume. If you get something small unaweza fanya, bora tu inaleta pesa and it's legit, we uibi mtu, jitume. Anything you can do, hata kama umefanya course gani yenye the biggest course ama siji the what not yenye umefanya, usiji limit. That is the term.
Don't limit yourself.
We try to ufanye kitu yote tu unaweza kuleta pesa, na if at all unataka kuingia kwa hii biashara pia uko welcome. Sisi we call ourselves hawkers. The online hawkers.
So something else we'd like to know, like, you know, in business there's this 80-20 rule. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, whereby if you have products, 80 of them are not going to sell as much as the 20%. Exactly. So what is your 20% product, like, which brought the breakthrough?
My 20% product
which sells, the 20% product which sells.
You know, the thing is, our business is shifting. So I don't even know if I'm supposed to mention that product, because nowadays I don't even sell it. Our business shifts. You find kuna time hii kitu naenda, then inakuwa kwa market sasa tena haiendi. So hata zile vitu nilikuwa nimeleta before niliintroduce kwa market, siku hizi sileti tena.
So I
won't say that sasa this is the specific item yenye ina sell, because we always look for look for unique items all the time. Utapata nikileta kitu, I always try nitafute kitu ingine yenye haiko kwa soko, ama kama haiko but an improvement. So basically mimi I think nimeleta sana organizers, hizi ma side table.
I remember in 2020, was it in 2020? You'd sell like organizers peke yake. And it was,
I've sold organizers.
It was like your best product.
I just changed. You find like this time nileta side tables, next time nitaleta tables. Kuna time nileta tables. You remember?
So
tables kubwa.
I even have one. Actually, I have one of your tables.
Okay. Oh.
I know. So that's a good one. And so what is the highest amount of product? You know, in importing, there's this thing we called MOQ. So what is the largest number of products you've brought so far?
There's a product I brought, the largest, maybe, maybe 60 pieces or 70. 70.
70 pieces.
No, there's one I did, bathroom organizer, the small ones.
I remember them.
I did 150 pieces.
150. Wow, that's quite a huge number. That's quite a huge number.
Small, so the amount was not so high. Don't get me wrong.
I know.
But
still the business is good.
Maybe 30 pieces, 40, 50. There.
Wow, so that's a good one. So speaking of bringing items, selling them in large quantities and everything, have you ever tried formal employment, like white collar jobs? And if so, like, how was it? And if you'd wish to join, as in, would you wish to join?
Formal employment, I would have wished to join because I've been there. Acha tu niwarudishe nyuma. Nikimaliza 4th year, my friend vile graduate, tulienda tukapeleka mapepa zetu kwa kampuni. Tunaambiwa tu will call you. And we were just looking for internship, remember? Hata tulikuwa tunatafuta kazi. We just wanted something yenye inaweza kukulipa kidogo. At least, you know, life ya Nairobi, you have to pay fare. You have to eat.
Inapo kwa fare.
So tulipeleka papers zetu, tukatembea Cambridge, wapi pharmaceuticals zenye ziko Mombasa Road.
Did you ever succeed?
No. They just told us, we will call you. That was the response.
So
then sasa ikafanyika hivi, mimi tukapewa chance Cambridge, but not internship. Tukapewa attachment. Sasa kupewa attachment, my friend akaona mi siwezi survive in Nairobi without pay. But me sasa, since I always wanted to be a scientist, you know. So I nikaamua acha tu niende Cambridge, I try I try to get that experience so that maybe if I apply for a job,
they'll consider that
I'll be considered. So after that, fast forward, nikamaliza attachment huko, nikaamua sasa kutafuta kazi. I did applications pale Brighter Monday. Sijui kama
nafuzu.
Nikafanya applications huko, but
did you ever try on LinkedIn?
But LinkedIn, no. I think I tried once, but I gave up because I couldn't even get something which is related to my course. I think there were so many there in Brighter Monday, but the feedback were not there. You just apply but no feedback. They're just looking for 10 years of experience. Mara someone who has done PhD degree, not so much. So nikaona you can't just sit down. Now this business yenye nilintroduciwa sasa back then, hiyo ya pre-order, ndo nikamua sasa hii ndio lazima sasa
like lazima uomoke. And by the way, wanasema if you want to succeed in anything, treat it as a business. Yeah. And she's a living proof of that. Yeah. So we'd like to know, in every business there are highs and there are lows. Yeah. So what would you consider as a low in your business so far?
So far, I would say the low is when in terms of low sales, you find that maybe you have products, but that month the products are not moving, or maybe you are just posting items, but that month things are not going well. So maybe even if you sold well in the previous month, that you will just have to use the money that you sold in the previous month to sort out the bills for this month.
Oh, so you can go a whole month without making any sales.
Yeah, proper sales. Maybe you make sales but not proper sales, which can help you do something tangible, Okay. That is my law.
So have you ever
sell 1 month, then the next month things are not so good. Maybe you find that it's back to school time. Back to school inatu affecting sana. Unapata ni back to school, people are just selling a seasonal product. Maybe it's just bags and maybe zimekata kuzika on your side. True. So that is the ndo like lows sana kwa biashara.
Like your story, like I totally relate kwa sababu basically we've grown together and we are doing the same business. Yeah, so I totally understand it. Yeah.
Tulianza na pre-order ukimwone tu tulingangana
and here we are.
Convince watu watupe pesa. Thank God for where we are. Yeah, here we are. We didn't even have a shop when we started, by the way.
So, I remember. So, what advice would you give someone who is interested in doing the same business, but, like with the current generation, conmen wamekuwa wengi, wanasema they can't do it because it's oversaturated, it's online, kuna conmen. What kind of advice would you give them?
Okay. First of all, conmen nayo wako. Kwanza that is, by the way, nilifaa kuisema pale kwa laws, because online business, people don't trust us because there are people who are conning people out here. Sasa unaona mtu anatusema nyinyi watu wa online tunawaogopa. People want to see the product. So I would advise someone kwa too flexible. If a client is around, when you're doing it let me talk for those who are in Nairobi. If you're doing it in Nairobi, just be flexible. Usiforce client to pay before seeing, unaona? Usiforce mtu kulipa because now si kupenda kwao. Cons ndo ameharibu. If someone is within Nairobi, you can do pay on delivery. Clients tend to trust that. They tend to trust pay on delivery than paying before delivery because already cons ndo ameharibu market. It's not their fault. I don't blame them if a client insists nipeleke kwanza ndio aone.
Also speaking of that, we've ever heard of cases whereby clients, like they lie to you, like you deliver the product first, then we'll pay. Then your delivery guy gets there, it's either they switch off their phones or they just ignore your calls or they might not pay. they might not pay. Your rider might deliver whatever they are supposed to deliver, then they fail to pay. So how do you go about such?
Hey, I've encountered such, but so now that hakuna kitu naweza fanya about it. No, we've been in that place when umetuma rider enyewe amefika hapo, then the client is not picking. Remember hajalipa, so huna haja kutumia pesa commitment yoyote. So sometimes unaambia tu delivery guy arudishe juu sasa you have no option, because kuna clients wanafanya hivyo and it's not cool. Why would you order something alafu ikifika una switch off? If you didn't want the item, rather ungesema tu from the word go isitoke, because we have given you that luxury of paying on delivery, of which is not hard. There are items we have to pay for also ndio itoke, because it's not mine. I outsource. Sasa it's hard on our side, but sasa what can you do? We have to have cash flow when it comes to selling items. We are these are expensive items, for example air fryers and stuff. You have to part with around a lot of cash, let me just say. So when you pay something then client doesn't pick up the call, what can you do? You just have to return it and hope that you will sell it another time or to another client.
But what can we do? Like it's just business.
The product is still there, so
it's still business. So we've had everything, and the business seems like it's glamorous, you know, like it seems like it's a good business. You do it online. So what is your normal day like how is it like?
My normal day, okay, I just wake up asubuhi na nini na post. I post online. Na post for to all my platforms. Sometimes not all. Umechoka, wezi sema to all your platforms, but you try. I post in Facebook, I post in Instagram, I post in WhatsApp for the wholesalers also.
So at least you must post per day. Oh, that's a good one. So do you have an Instagram page? And if so, like maybe someone would like to follow you to promote you, like what is the name of your page and where do you get more sales? Is it on Instagram, Facebook or WhatsApp?
I get more sales on WhatsApp. Now maybe Facebook. Instagram I'm not so much still I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram
because you spend so much time on WhatsApp. So this thing they say that where you put much effort you will get reward.
Cash.
So that's true. So if you have a page, or maybe if you like, maybe someone would wish to reach you via your number, would you recommend WhatsApp number or Facebook? Your Facebook
I will
page?
recommend all my platforms.
Share your handles for anyone who wish to reach out to you. What are your handles? Or you said like you are more present on WhatsApp, like what is your WhatsApp number and how can they reach you?
My WhatsApp number is 0705 105 985, and my Facebook handle is Jemmy Collection. And just go search Jemmy, you will get my page there, my Facebook page. I post products there too. I also have an Instagram page, it's called Jemmy Collection _fab. I also post items there, so you can reach me via all those platforms. Just DM me if you want any item you've seen on that page and would like to order. Nitakushughulikia. We are based in Nairobi. Our shop location is in Maximum Business Center. It's along Savo Road. Kwenye unajua kwa Pastor Muiru.
Along Savo Road.
Along Savo Road tu hapo. So our shop is it's called Maximum Business Center. Alafu kwa wale wanaweza taka kudu reselling, reach me kwa hiyo number 0705 105 985. We post items in wholesale price. You can join us if you would like to resell. Unafeel hakuna job sai, just you can do reselling. Una repost to items, with time utapata tu footing.
We are going to do a video and take images or video of what they sell, so they'll be within the video. So thank you so much for tuning, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Drop a comment down the comment section. If you relate with anything we've talked about, drop a comment down in the comment section, and let's join the family by subscribing. Hit our notification bell. We'll be bringing such kind of content. Thank you so much, and let's meet again in our next video.
These are tea bag organizers. We have two types. This is acrylic, this is wooden. Just use them to organize your tea bags. very classy for your space. We have mosquito killer. It's used for trapping mosquitoes. You don't have to worry about mosquitoes. We have shelf liners in gold, very classy. We also have this. It's called mandolin or breva slicer. It's used to cut chips, also cubes, carrots, some things like that. These are the shapes it cuts into. You can also use it to slice cabbages. Yeah, these are the 4 shapes that it slices. If you use it to slice, we have this. This is it's a stain remover basically. It's used for washing those granites. When you're manga stain, yeah. Use this for that. We have this classy Jeep bag. We have it in 3 colors, brown and also chocolate. But currently they're sold out, restocking in a month's time. We have this. These are wall clock. This is the package. We have it in gold and in black plain. 2 colors. Very classic for your space. You just place it like this. We have this bathroom organizer for the corner. Just place it in the corner. It has hooks that you use to place it, and you can place all your stuff here. Yeah. All